Hi guys, another video. Guess two in one day, but I have a serious question. Um, we've all had girlfriends that have gone through a horrible relationship, and there's a line where you stop fighting for the relationship and you start thinking about yourself. Especially when the person you're in a relationship with isn't thinking of you, right? And that's what any woman should do, right? I know that when my husband and I started dating, he wasn't doing the best things with his life, and I had to think about, okay, is this what I really want? Um, you know, so I broke up with him, and a part of me is like, I regret it because, our problems weren't like problems I see with my friends now, but they were still problems. And I think that everything happens for a reason because we're together now. Forever. Uh, and okay, I'm gonna tell you. So one of my friends, she is in a relationship, and I hope she doesn't get mad if she ever sees my YouTube page. I talked about her, but I'm not gonna say her name or anything. But she's in a relationship, and they are on a break. Okay, and they went on a break like around end of September, October last year, and they're still on a break. My husband and I went on a break like September 25th, and we got back together officially like December something. So it wasn't like hella long break. And we were still talking, we were still seeing each other, we didn't disrespect each other. I mean, there was some stupid stuff that happened, like, breaks are always like, okay, what do I do, whatever. So the normal, right? And I'm not saying my situation is better than hers, but I think that we ran our course and then we're back together, and I think that's how a break should go. Otherwise, you stay broken up. You do you and you live your life, and if you get back together later in life, then that's what happens. Okay? So anyway, so her ex whatever uh supposedly asked her for a break because he couldn't trust her, and within his right, he was right. In the beginning of her relationship, she painted herself as this perfect girlfriend, you know, perfect person. And so in the beginning of the relationship, everything was cool. And then towards the middle of the relationship, secrets started coming out. Things that she had told him were not true came out. Um, and so, uh, within his right, he started getting suspicious about everything. But he flipped it to being controlling. Oh, why are you wearing this? You're wearing too much makeup, blah, 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 blah. And so, even boiled down to the fact that on her birthday, I wasn't there because I was with my husband, I think. No, where was I? I had to work or something. Um, on her birthday, he. Maybe I was with my husband. I don't know. But on her birthday, he corners her after a club and yells at her in front of her friends about taking a picture with a guy friend. So we thought the relationship was like damn right abusive, like damn there. And excuse my language, but like for real, I thought like if he hasn't hit her, he will soon. So we were pretty scared. Cool dude, but just didn't mix well with her. And she's the type of girl that didn't take no shit before, but all of a sudden she's gonna take it from him. So I was kind of like, what the hell is wrong with you? Like, so obviously I'm starting thinking like your self-esteem is very low for you to take this because you normally wouldn't have, and you're thinking this is the best you're gonna get. But she'll tell me like, but it's my fault. I lied. I did this. And I'm like, yeah, but when you love somebody, love does not point fingers. I know I've done it, but I'm not gonna let my husband or my boyfriend, even when we're dating, I'm not gonna make him feel like shit forever about something he lied about 9 months ago. Look at my foot. And that's what he was doing. So they're still on a break, and he'll tell her, "Oh yeah, we'll get back together. Oh, we'll get back to." And then he had someone hack into her Facebook and got mad at her for talking to guys. When you've had her on this break for 6, 7 months, not giving her any reassurance that you're not out there doing the same thing, just talking to guys. Like she wasn't talking sexual, maybe lightly flirtatious, but nothing like hardcore. So, and then I have another friend that I met through my husband, whose boyfriend ex-boyfriend, they're on a break too. Still, is just doing her wrong. Like, she got in a car accident the other day, and he did not call her to talk to her about it. Like, he talked to her when she called him, like, for 2 seconds, and then got off the phone. And just doing some outlandish shit. And I feel like he's being unfaithful because when I was out there in Texas, like, hella girls knew his name. You know, like, coming up to him and looking at me crazy, like, who are you? And I'm like, please, he is not my cup of tea. He is not my type. Don't even have to worry about it. And I don't know. I just don't feel like he's being very faithful. But I can't tell her that. I hardly know them. I don't really know him. I know her just by talking to her. And we were going through the same thing uh, for a while about not sure where relationships were going. But obviously, mine is going right. And I'm not saying it's perfect. And a lot of my friends will look at my relationship like, well, you guys went through your shit and you guys are fine. And you're happy now, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy, but he never disrespected me. He never tried to check me and tell me what to wear and what not to wear. He was always, my husband's always been there for me when the going gets tough. So, I don't know. Like, my question is, what do I tell them? How do I slap them silly into common sense? Because I really don't want to see them get hurt anymore. And I know they're both making horrible mistakes. I have another friend too, but I don't want to get into that either. I know they're all making horrible mistakes to be with these dudes just because they don't think they're gonna get better. Like even the girl that I met through my husband's friend, because he lives in Texas and she lives on the East Coast. Um, she told me she's like, because I told this guy asked me out when me and my husband were on a break, and she told me she's like, I can't even get a guy to look at me, and I'm like, what? Like she's not ugly, you know? So I don't know. These men have made them feel like they're the best they're gonna get without telling them this is the best you're gonna get, and they got their minds so wrapped up that yeah, they think that that's the best they're gonna get. But honestly, I told them both, God loves you too much for a man to be like, for a man like this to be your only option. And I told myself that when me and my husband were having problems, and like 2 years ago, and well, 3 years ago actually, and I left him, you know, and it hurt me, but I was like, you know what? If we're meant to be together, he'll grow the f up, and he'll come back to me ready. But right now, we're just hurting each other. Actually, he's hurting me, to be honest with you, because I didn't do anything, and uh, I love myself too much to let somebody do that to me, you know? And there's a line where you fight for the relationship, and there's a line where you fight for yourself and your dignity. And I think when you stick with a man that doesn't respect you, talks to other females, dates other females, maybe messes with other females, and doesn't have the time for you, if you guys are in agreement that you guys are talking to other people, then fine, that's different. But if you think that you guys are still in a relationship or you're working on each other and he's not giving you the time of day and he's disrespecting you, still expecting you to act like his girlfriend, don't talk to the dudes, don't do this, don't do that, but you can't do the same thing for me, uh, no, I don't think so. So I don't know what to tell them. I've told them everything. I prayed for them. I've told them even you deserve better. But a lot of them are like, well, who else am I gonna date? You don't have to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I know there was times before when I was single, you know, and I went on a lot of dates with guys and met a lot of guys, and I was like telling myself, God, I can't find that special someone. I can't find that person that gives me that feeling like Ryan did. And even though we were broken up, I still thought that. But I didn't say, you know, I'm going to stick with this one dude because he's full of shit. He's not my type, or he's not going to make me happy just so I can have somebody. No, I didn't. I wouldn't ever. Even if my husband and I didn't work out, you know, and he became abusive, physically, mentally, or wasn't the man that I thought he was, I'd probably give it a good try to see if maybe we can't work things out, maybe something I did. But eventually, if I give my all and there's nothing else to give, I'm bouncing. And I know a lot of people say, well, God, that's not really fair, but there's only so much some people can take. And if you're physically and mentally abusing me, or any of that, and we have kids together or we don't have kids together, there's a time where you gotta say, I love me more than you, and I'm not gonna take this. And I just want my friends to fucking get that through their head. How do I get them through their head, guys? Help me out. Just give me some advice. Pray for them. I don't want them to get hurt physically or mentally, because every woman knows when your heart's broken, it takes a while. Um, and give me advice on how to be a better friend. Maybe I'm saying the wrong thing, but I'm a total believer in tough love. Um, but just get back at me, guys. Let me know what you think, and if you guys have a girlfriend in the same situation, how did you get her out? And if she's still in it, I'll pray for her too. All right, guys. Bye.